on that topic. And then you're just going to present them. And that's it. It will be recorded. Information Energy, the organization will take care of transcribing it, and we will have a real reflective summary of what this conference was all about from the point of view of those who were here to make the best of it. So, this is just a run-through. I'm going to time you for 5 minutes. Write down as much as possible about what you learned, starting now. Ooh.
It's not clear. One sentence, not more than 7 words, explaining what people have to do.
As concise as possible. As concise as possible. Okay? And also, if you're using, so we have these nice sharp black Sharpies that you can see them well. Try not to use pencil because that will make seeing the content a bit difficult. Yeah.
So can you say in one sentence what you want on the stick?
Yeah, or just one word.
No, but what should we put on there?
What you learned.
Okay.
Imagine you were trying to train.
What we learned, right?
Yeah. You're just
Anybody has a pen?
pen. Sorry.
Those of you who are in my workshop yesterday, it's a very similar process. So you put one concept on one Post-it, then we put them all up on the wall, and then we'll organize them by categories. That's the order of events, right? So start one concept, one Post-it of what you have learned during the last 2 days. Or, I mean, you might consider also the things that struck you as really strong, strong influences as part of what you learned. Such concentration.
Where do you want?
Should follow this Post-its.
We need, I needed to say you needed extra sticky post-its. It's not regular ones. Oh, these are still. But it's good exercise.
Keep calling.
Yes. I should have been a doctor.
So you learn it as well. That's one stands for itself. The stickies are not sticky.
1 minute to go.
Helemaal kwaliteit.
Je hebt een stapler, heb je niet misschien.
Nee, dat is wel leuk, ja. Helemaal.
You don't stick. Have you? Shit. Yeah.
Then we have to regroup on
Okay. Now, all those who are still writing, stop and place your post-its on the wall and
start organizing the post-its into topics and then into subtopics. If you need to create a post-it for the title of a topic, do so. 10 minutes. Oh, there's a sticky tape there.
You can just wait.
It's raining Post-its.
Oh, yeah. I can put it on the floor, maybe. Oh.
Yeah, think about content creation. Yeah, but
Well, I So.
Oh, they're falling.
I do stuff like this with my students. I get them to determine their own criteria for evaluation.
Make it thinking. Yeah. Make it think.
Well, in my initial space,
Hello, everyone. Hi again. Woo. Okay, so the Post-its all have sticky tape, so I don't think they'll fall down again. It's time to start clustering them. So please move there again and cluster them. You did? Nah. Not all of them.
Some of them are.
Some of them, but not all of them. And the groups aren't clear.
As you make your groups, make sure that we can tell what they are. Put a title Post-it or something.
Underneath, yeah. It's very unique from
Okay, so let's do
You put them things up. So now try to see if you can find groupings that are coherent.
and pull them together. It is not too far.
Chat bar. Another chat bar. Transitions to make another chat bar.
What is that one up top? Chatbot. Chatbot.
Vision.
Business? I might get a number of texts.
Chat bars here.
Why are we here together?
Everything has been. So that then he can get
Chat rods, semantic structuring. Okay, so here we get semantic. Semantic, structuring. Ah, over there?
Ja.
Ah, okay.
Je hebt teruggekomen?
Taxonomy, metadata. Ah. Now, we have categories classes separately after.
You can say that. We're trying it out to see how it works. Probably don't see that. I figured nowhere to follow you now, like in every possible mode. Because he started out his talk saying, it's not about
Digital keyboard.
The next web is
Phone.
I think 12 minutes is the perfect time. Almost done. Okay, everyone, please pay attention. Hi. How can I?
Hello.
It's Wim talking this time.
Okay. Let's go for the next step before we all go home.
Okay, so we have interesting topics. 7 major topics: tools, AI, service design, structured content, metadata, business, chatbots, and people. You might not expect these topics out of this conference, but this is what you learned about. So, I need 7 volunteers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 volunteers. Each one for one of these topics. So one person is going to be responsible for each topic. Which topic do you want? Just come here and place yourself.
I don't know if you have this one.
Oh, and vision. We also have a further topic, a 9th topic, which is vision. So a volunteer to do the summary for the people post-its. Good. A volunteer for chatbots. Come on. We don't want to have somebody do 2 chatbots. Good. A volunteer for business. You will have help, but we first need to schedule who the chief, the coordinator is going to be. Business, who wants to do business? Thank you. Metadata, who wants to do metadata? Okay, who wants, whatever.
It's terrible, but.
A vision, oh yeah. Who wants to do vision?
Of course.
You really? Okay, so we have a vision person. We have a metadata person, right? No. Business person who wants to do metadata. You don't have to know about it. Outside views are good too. Good. We have a volunteer. AI. Who wants to do AI? We have a volunteer. Tools.
I'll do tools then.
Okay. Service design. Who wants to do service design? Service design. Come on. And finally, structured content. Somebody to coordinate the summary for the structured content. Okay, now everyone else, please, this will be, just join one person so that you have 2 people doing the summary for each topic. Okay, so get up, just join anyone, and you have 5 minutes to come up with a summary of what everyone here learned for each of these topics. 5 minutes, starting now. Up, quick.
Is that artificial?
No, sometimes it does become long this round, but it's good.
You know what I find is really scary?
So it wouldn't get trampled on
Right
by.
into the last 5 years.
The other day, I paid for something with a credit card on one of those things. I paid it for it once. The second time, I paid it a totally different price. And she said, you want me to send you an email? With the receipt? I said, yeah, okay. So, don't you want my email? No, it's here. I said, okay. You probably did it before.
I have an email that I use for nothing but that sort of stuff. That's my way of doing it.
Need a picture of you? You have groups now or?
Yeah, there's making their summaries of what they
don't
know.
know if I'll make it to the end. Okay, I will wait a few seconds, a few minutes, but I need to leave. Like 10 minutes.
That was wonderful.
To make sense.
They're trying to order them now.
3 minutes to go.
3 minutes. 3-minute warning.
Bij Lux is Peter.
They're so engaged, I hardly hear you.
This is a great way to
We have one communicating division just between us. Yeah.
So would I have my boss.
We
nemen
Visualisatie van oké, als je hier begint en je wilt zeg maar zo ik heb dat alles dat artificial intelligence.
It was lying over there, but somebody picked it was charging over there, but somebody picked it up and put it up there. That was good. So.
Maar je wil eigenlijk ook functioneel laten zien dat het daar betekent.
So, go out for the to gun shows.
That's one show.
Dat helpt eigenlijk.
Seems to be very good. Recommended by one of the Bobby also. I head back to the hotel, to drop my bag, and then going there, dropping the bag, and so it's a very exhaustive task. I will get fresh beer downstairs in the lobby, and sitting up there, in the lobby, yeah. So I will probably sit outside and sit further beer, and Andy is coming at some point as well.
You have 1 minute left. Are your summaries ready? Summaries almost ready? You have 30 seconds to finish.
Okay, let's get the messages out. Summaries. Who's speaking first?
No, they need to go up here
Yeah.
because it's easier to record what you
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
or use that, whatever. Or
Yeah.
you can use the.
I can go up and use this, do it together.
Maybe it's new. Artificial intelligence. I only got 6 post-its, so that's easy stuff. There's a lot of skepticism around it. It's still something for the future, not really around in practical solutions now. Marketing, blah blah, and that was generally the conclusion. Well, do I personally agree with it? Not really, but that's the trend people spotted on this conference.
I will share some findings on chatbots. One of the post-its says, we don't get enough attention as content strategists or people dealing with structured content. And the rise of bots is a big selling point. It creates a lot of buzz. So this might be an opportunity to get more attention for structured content. Another finding is that a chatbot is not the same thing as artificial intelligence. It's more of a conversational interface or a way to search and access information. And people also shared findings about chatbot interfaces, technology and training of chatbots, and the importance of user scenarios or use cases for programming of a chatbot. That's what I wanted to share.
Business, it actually ties in nice with use scenarios. You know, business cases. We need actual business cases, clear business cases on return on investment, so we can prove the value of everything from structured content all the way to artificial intelligence. And that is actually what it says here, share knowledge. What are business cases around content? We need more business cases and actual applications. So really factual, practical business cases is what I read. I actually think it would help me a lot if I could show clients, you know, all the way from here, where we have PDFs and they see the value in structuring that content and putting metadata on it. And then a couple of steps, well, quite a couple of steps all the way to artificial intelligence. I would really like business cases for all those steps, showing the ROI on all those steps and showing them, you know, even if you're not thinking about using AI now, or maybe even in 5 years, this is where you should start and this is where you're heading.
We have a small group of post-its, but I think important ones. I discussed this with Alex. First, we have a compliment. We are a nice open group of people, but we also have the remark, content is a niche of a niche. That sounds a little bit less a compliment. We also have the remark, we should go out more. So we should contact with the outside world. We also have the remark that we need a common shared vision, that we can communicate with the outside world. And Alex?
Yeah, it's actually funny because the profession of many of us is called technical communicators. And I think we're all good in communicating, explaining complex technical procedures, how to operate machines and all this stuff. But it seems like we're failing to communicate our vision to the outside world. So right now we can explain how to operate very complex machines, but we cannot explain what we're actually doing and what value it creates for everyone. That's actually a fun thing. And it seems like we're, like Peter said, we're sharing the same vision just between us. And now we need to learn how we can share this vision with the outside world, because so far it looks like we're looking too geeky for them, right? So we're doing something internally, we're a very small world, and nobody really understands what we're doing. Thank you.
My topic is metadata. it begins with a lot of confusion, a lot of topics where we are with the PDF in principle. There's a lot of text or information about semantics and taxonomy, all these kind of important, but still for some people confusing words. What is key there is that metadata is the key for the future for context document information. And that also today there's already a lot of projects that are based on metadata that can be used in the future.
Yes, I try to conclude the structured content. First is to say that information has many different forms, and the companies often work with unstructured content. So that the future is to structure the content and to develop a strategy to it to get on the bus. Yes.
The topic I tried to capture was tools. And what I find fascinating is that most of the post-its have nothing to do with tools. Because the post-its all say, we need molecular information, we need modules, we need content before we can do anything with the technology. So I think everyone here is agreeing on, you know, the molecularization of information. Well, that's a mouthful. But still, as someone mentioned today, the vendors are still the drivers of change. So we will still need tools to get things going, but we need to think better before we select our tools. And I think from the specialists on information need to help the vendors get on the right path. So, and another point that I always stress, it's a personal thing of mine maybe, is that the implementation of the tool is actually crucial. So, you know, try to think beyond the feature lists and the product specifications and think, how long will it take before this gains traction in my organization with the people that I work with? Let's see. Oh yeah, and someone had a nice post-it around, you know, integrating tools. I think that's also an interesting point. We need interoperability between the different tools. And that can be maybe a sensitive subject for some vendors because they, of course, like to control their own little habitat. But I think the whole trend of molecularizing and exchanging information will force a change in that sector as well.
Last and also the least amount of notes are service design. So my conclusion is that it's not really a big thing around here. The only thing is that it's a way of innovating. That's, I think, the one and most important point on service design.
This is typical. He thinks he's the last one, but it's really last. The people. We always forget the people. Thank you so much. It's typical. Thank you for this. So, I see within people is a sticky pad, people. And communicate. But what's communication? That's listening. Listening and have an adequate response. Looking for the what's in it for me from your partner in your dialogue. So you have to focus on the other person, on her or his what's in it for me. That's really being people focused. And that's your audience for your documentation, for your information, but also the people, your colleagues, other partners you have to work with. Talking about what Bas said in implementations, that's where it goes wrong. There people stop talking or don't talk at all, never talked, and then failure is the only outcome. So this is all about people and users. So I hate the word user, eh? Jeremy Coffin said user, that's someone with a needle in his arm. These are people, not users. They do their job. That's what they are. I also see, and I want to totally support that, the cultural differences in user docs. Like Western versus Chinese and all the implications of that. That were 3 sticky notes on that. And a lot of different other sticky notes. One is more about how to talk to people outside of the technical documentation, the technical, like the niche in the niche within the niche. There's other disciplines, experts you really can use you all have a common goal. So let's stop fighting each other. Data, content, records, enterprise architecture, we all have the common goal, help the organization achieve their business goals. I think that's sort of covered, but don't forget the people. As we saw it again, don't forget the people.
Thank you, everyone. If I could just make one personal observation, if I were to put an overarching thing over this whole wall, well, obviously one of them would be Information Energy 2017, but underneath that I would put Information 4.0. And why do I say that? Because that wasn't necessarily automatic. That's what happened, right? It's the result of what you all said here, which is really fantastic. So, this leads me, this is the pitch. On that table there are leaflets about the Information 4.0 Consortium. If you haven't got one, please take one. If you would like to participate, fill out the second page and leave it with Andy or myself. And please join us and help shape the future of information, as it says right up there, because that's what we're here to do. And I think we're all really good at it, as this exercise shows really clearly. So thank you to everyone who participated, and thank you for giving us this picture. And I think, Wim, it's for you now to say the final words, no?
Well, there's been said so much already today, so I don't want to add anymore. It just occurred to me that the metadata just fall off the wall. So I don't know why you was talking, so things happen. Okay. All right. Okay, we're run way out of time. Some people already left because they had to catch a train or whatever. So I want to thank everyone for being here today, yesterday, all the speakers that helped us, that told the stories, all the vendors and the sponsors that helped us to make this happen, all the people from Tissue World that helped us to make this happen, the Information 4.0 crew that helped us to make this happen. Everyone here, thank you very much, and hope to see you next year at ... 2018. So never know what's in the name. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Wim. Thank you. It's